Welcome back everyone, let's get ready to battle. I am showcasing the same team as my last video, Skarmory, Diggersby and Azumarill, because I think a lot more has to be said about this team and a lot more situations need to be shown, because this is a very good team. It's been giving me consistent 3s, 4s and 5s at times. Skarmory Air/Sky Attack Brave Bird, Diggersby Mudshot Earthquake Fire Punch, Azumarill Bubble Ice Beam and Play Rough for maximum coverage and coverage in the mirror match. Skarmory covering any grass types in the lead that the other two are weak against. Skarmory and Diggersby covering each other's weaknesses pretty well, and Azumarill is just a general great safe swap. So let's go into this first match here. Skarmory versus now a Mew lead. A Mew lead is very tricky because it carries coverage that does well against my whole team, Surf and Wild Charge. So why do I switch into my Diggersby? Because I prefer my Diggersby take a Surf than my Azumarill or my Skarmory take a Wild Charge. As you see, Diggersby is so tanky. It tanks that Surf easily, and they do switch out and bring out their this counter user, this Obstagoon. So my plan here is just to take away as much HP from this Obstagoon with my Diggersby as possible before bringing out my Azumarill to farm down. I'm bringing it out. I'm not going to use any charge moves. The plan is to farm as much energy onto my Azumarill here, because I know they're going to bring back out that Mew, and it does have stored energy on it. So let's see what happens there. Of course they're bringing out the Mew, yes, correct. With this I hope to get a shield. I hope to get a shield with this or do some damage. I get a shield and switch into my Skarmory. Why? Yes, that Mew has Wild Charge, but I would prefer to keep my Azumarill alive for the end game than my Skarmory. I still do use a shield because I want to keep my options open. It's good to keep your options open. So keep my Skarmory and my Azumarill alive. They switch into their own Skarmory. I have to keep in mind that that Mew is in the back, but it doesn't have any energy. They used up 2 Wild Charges, so that Mew has no energy left. This is good for me. This is my win condition. My Skarmory is going to do good damage against this other Skarmory here, and then I can switch back. If I get this Skarmory low enough on HP, I can switch back to my Azumarill and farm down in preparation for the Mew to come back in. So let's see how this goes. Right, it's on red. Can I bubble it down? Let's see. Here comes the bubble down. Is this a Sky Attack? If it's a Sky Attack, I live. No, it's a Brave Bird. Things didn't go according to plan. That's okay, because my Skarmory has a lot of stored energy. I can Brave Bird this Mew, take it out before it uses a Wild Charge, and just farm down the other Skarmory there. When you're battling your matches, you just have to go with the flow and change your plan according to how things go. So on the right there, I'm putting up my Pokemon IVs as well as PvPoke information on how well each Pokemon does in the Go Battle League. You can check it out while the matches go on. So, Weather Ball, Alolan Ninetales with Ice Fast move is tricky. I just can't switch out because it will, my Diggersby won't do well against it. So I usually try to get it down to a manageable HP or get a shield and then switch to my Azumarill. I did that, didn't have to use any shields, and they switch out into their Wigglytuff. I know my Azumarill cannot take out this Wigglytuff, so I'm just going to do as much damage as possible, bring back out the Skarmory and farm down. I know my Skarmory can tank any charge move that Wigglytuff has. So I get it down to the red. You always have to plan ahead. So here comes the Skarmory now. I'm going to tank this and farm it down and have some charge move ready to go. And I'm looking for a quick switch out here, quick swap, because I want to keep that Skarmory alive in the back for the end game in case I have to sack swap it. because I still don't know what they have in the back there. Preserving my life with that shield. And look at this. This seems horrible, right? A Politoed with that weather ball spam is going to do super effective damage against my Diggersby. But look at how well Diggersby does against otherwise hard counters. Look at how well it tanks this weather ball from a shadow Politoed. One earthquake is not going to be enough to take it out, so I have to get creative here. I have to get creative. Planning to swap back into my Skarmory, forcing them to use energy. Now I can bring back in the Diggersby, looking for their switch. They do switch into the Ninetales. I'm going to take it out with this Fire Punch, and then farm down the Politoed. Always think 2 steps ahead. Now this is probably my favorite match in this video here. You'll see why. Bad lead, horrible lead, switch into my Azumarill. Now me winning the game is dependent on me winning this switch advantage here, and it's doable. Azumarill against this Pelipper, but I do have to shield the hurricanes correctly. If I get baited, then I won't win the switch advantage. I successfully shield 1 hurricane, at the same time putting pressure on them to use their own shields with Play Rough. This is why Play Rough is good. If I had Ice Beam and a Hydro Pump, I would be in a worse situation. Correctly shield the second hurricane. That is huge, because now I can definitely win this switch advantage here. This Play Rough should take out this Pelipper. This is just a weather ball, nothing to worry about. So I get to come out of this with energy as well. And both of our shields are down. And this is also great. They bring out their Swampert. So I can chip off some life from it here and line it up with my Skarmory. And line up my Diggersby with the Stunfisk. There comes the Stunfisk, here comes my Diggersby. And Diggersby doesn't need any shield. It takes 2 Earthquakes and a Rock Slide for a Stunfisk to take out a Diggersby. XL, level 51. Best buddied. And the good thing as well is an Earthquake from Diggersby does not KO a Stunfisk, but it leaves it with just enough energy for the Diggersby to get a healthy farm. Look at this, I'm able to get a healthy farm off, up to an Earthquake to take out the Swampert. It's these little things doing your matches that you learn, that you can use to gain an advantage in your matches. These little things about these individual matchups. So Skarmory, this is another great match. Skarmory Showdown. There's a shadow version. It's going to take more damage but give more damage. So in a Skarmory mirror, I go for a Brave Bird and switch. So when you're doing this, you have to avoid a CMP tie. If you get a CMP tie and they get a charge move off on you after you use a Brave Bird, it's going to really chunk your energy. But that didn't happen, and I'm able to switch into my Azumarill here. The Skarmory is down to the red. I didn't have to use any shields so far. They bring in a Cresselia. So this tells me that they probably don't have any more grass types in the back, as they would have switched that in against my Azumarill. So that's one possibility. Going for one danger out of the way for Diggersby. I know I can bring back in my Skarmory and farm a lot of energy on this Cresselia, because it basically walls Cresselia. Okay, down goes the Cresselia, and what do they have in the back? And foolishly, look at this, foolishly, you can play it back. I blind swap into a Shadow Swampert. Looks like game over, but not yet. I think this is probably a perfect example of how well and how dangerous Diggersby is. Even shield situation against a shadow Swampert. My win condition is totally dependent on me baiting those shields out, both shields. Will I get the second one? Yes, I do. Looking for the sock swap, I successfully predicted it. I have to manage my energy carefully here, just right, just to build up enough without taking too much damage. A fire punch to take out the Skarmory. And yes, I'm just able to get to an earthquake because I farmed enough energy on that Skarmory to take out the Swampert. Diggersby Swampert counter confirmed for all to see. So let's go. In this video I didn't bother to put any of my advantageous leads. It's better I put all of the bad leads and show how well this team does in all situations. So that was a very bad lead there. My Skarmory against the Ninetales, giving super effective damage with fire spin, I think it is. So I switched into my Azumarill and got another hard counter on the switch, a Venusaur. I did manage to get a shield, and that was good enough for me. My Azumarill did its job. It gave me a shield advantage even though I lost the switch advantage. And so the plan now is for me to just farm down as much energy on this Venusaur, because the Skarmory can tank Frenzy Plants all day. I do get them, they do actually switch out into an Umbreon, which is very good for me because now I can do a little damage and line up my Diggersby with the Umbreon. So my Diggersby doesn't have to see the Venusaur, and I save my my Skarmory for the Venusaur afterwards. Diggersby does really well against Umbreon. Both of them are really tanky. Two of the tankiest Pokemon in Great League right now, I think. I do think the XL Diggersby is tankier than the Umbreon at level 51. And look at this, I'm going to get a very good farm down here to take it out, because I know that Venusaur is going to come back with energy loaded. I have a shield left, and look what I'm going to do. I'm not going to take it out with my fire punch. I save my energy for the Ninetales, bring out the Skarmory to fast move down the Venusaur. I should have used a Brave Bird there, but I really thought they would use their last shield there. They bravely did not. They courageously did not. So I have to use my second Sky Attack here to get that last shield and try to get the CMP here. I don't, but once again, Diggersby comes with a built-in shield. That Psyshock did nothing. I'm still alive after it. Able to take it out with the Earthquake and farm down on the Umbreon there. Diggersby is so tanky, it really is as if you have a third shield. Sometimes 4, depending on the matchup. So, right, Azumarill leads. What I do is the same as the Skarmory mirror lead. I go for the Brave Bird and switch, hoping to not get a CMP tie. I did not expect that Hydro Pump there. I really counted only 7 bubbles, but say what? I do get off the Brave Bird and able to swap safely into my own Azumarill before taking extra damage. And the good thing here is I don't have to go for Play Rough. I can simply build up energy and go for an Ice Beam to take out this Azumarill. Don't think they're gonna shield. Yeah, take out the Azumarill and have energy to go. Unfortunately, I do not have Hydro Pump, but that's okay. I can still chip down this Alolan Marowak. I really wish I could have lined up my Diggersby somehow with this Alolan Marowak. Diggersby walls Alolan Marowak unless it has Fire Blast. The Shadow Bone Ghost type attack is resisted by Diggersby normal, and Bone Club just doesn't do much damage at all. So now they bring out an Umbreon against my Diggersby. They're both on even shields, So this is a good test of how well Diggersby does against Umbreon for you to see. So take a look at it. I just go straight Earthquakes. It's okay if they shield. It's okay. Diggersby builds up to Earthquake really quick. And I got creative there. I did get through with the sack swap onto the Skarmory. They undercharged, which is giving me a chance now to get to this Brave Bird. I think they would have been better off just taking out my Skarmory, but they didn't. They made a mistake there. I'm able to take down about half of 50% from that Umbreon's life. Looking for the sack swap there, predicted it successfully, and this game is mine. So thank you all for watching. I hope this video helped you out. Look out for more videos on this team and others, and see you soon, and good luck in your matches.